Hello everybody. Welcome back to our science game. Could end up being a pretty quick one tonight as well, we're at 100%, it's the last turn, so we're going to modern age straight away. But our commanders all set up. It's been a fair while since I've looked at this save file, so I'm a little bit rusty on what exactly we were doing, but I remember the general gist of the map. So I'll just reacquaint myself quickly. Distinct lack of buildings in here, but I assume that's to minimize the building cost. That's alright. Bark was going to become my new capital in the next stage. Science isn't real great, but this age did finish very fast. Turn 106. Alright. I guess we'll crack on then. Let's fix up my chat. Alright. So we'll be going the Qajar course. Kind of incredible for science victories, actually, as it turns out. Wasn't too keen when I first saw them. I think they're pretty good, actually. We definitely unlocked them. Here we go. I can't really think of anyone else that would be good for this. Obviously, Meiji Japan is the go-to. This is really the big question here of science versus production. Which one do you think is going to be the biggest gate? Qajar is much better at producing things once you get their capital down. Settlement limit way under, obviously. Meiji Japan's better at science, and typically science has been the biggest bottleneck when it comes to science victories, not production. But we'll try the Qajar out. That's the whole game plan. I suspect this is going to be slower overall than if we were doing Meiji Japan, but what can you do?
The dynasty that rules them, Qajar. Defying the great powers of the world, Qajar Iran remains, building a legacy of art and architecture that places a Persian stamp upon modernity. Rule by beauty or the rifle, but carve for Qajar its place upon the world.
They don't say the Himiko one every time, they only say the Qajar one when you go to the modern age. There you go. And you can't get it repeated either. Alright, let's go. Okay, the modern age. So, I'm aiming for sub 30. All of our commanders have leveled up, that's fine. No, we don't really need anything on these either, that's the annoying part. And they all get squashed in as well. There really is nothing you can do with these, so just move it. It's fine. Whatever. They've all got leadership 1, so that's fine. We are actually just going to ignore this. It's fine. It literally doesn't matter. Okay. In terms of legacies, we'll see if we got anything crazy. Otherwise, we'll just be doing the pretty standard stuff. I kind of wish we could utilize this somehow, but it's so hard to get your distant land cities to actually be useful, right? So, okay. Park can go back to being the capital. At 116 production, it's far and away the best one we've got. So that's good stuff. In terms of this, how did we go for attribute points in the end? We did get the settlement limit, so really we're just going for expansionists. Easy peasy. I completely forgot about our religion. It looks like I did try pretty hard to spread it, actually, so not that I'll be keeping Feed the World, obviously, but there you go. In terms of Diplo and cultural, none of these are particularly stellar. They're all pretty bad. Cultural. Wonders aren't a thing for the science victory. It's all projects, so that doesn't actually help. Specialists, though, are good. That's pretty solid. 72 culture from that. Definitely be going for that. Which means that does open up possibility. Take this one if we really want. The question is this going to be better than... 1 point in here is better than 36 culture. 17 there. Not really. I can take, actually... I don't think it really matters. I mean, culture is so useless for a science victory. I think we can... I don't know why I'm stressing so much over this decision, but 10% towards wonders could be alright. What are we really going to get from this? Okay. We'll just we'll just take this. Sure, I never take deep roots, but no, we'll axe the extra point. It's fine. We'll just take a Diplo thing. Okay. Gold on resources. No, we definitely want 2 economic points. Purchasing is too good. And science. Now, do we keep universities? Universities are pretty good now. Is it 9 science? God knows where this is. I think they're 9 science default. Maybe more. Is it 11? Anyway, they're pretty good. Lyceum's apparently is bugged. May as well spend this too while I'm here. I've got just about everything by the looks of it. It's not exactly optimal, but for completeness sake, I'll take that. In case I haven't got the achievement yet. Yeah, okay. University Golden Age is probably the move here. It's a very fast start. The question is, do we take Lyceums over 2 science points? It's 30 flat science. Lyceums is probably better. It scales up pretty quick, I would have thought. It's a bit odd. I'm going to try it. I don't know if this works. We'll kind of keep an eye on our science, I guess, as we go along. Okay, this is good. Park is back to being the capital. That's fine. We'll bring you back up as well, but everything else is going to be towns. I think the wonders is good. Are we going to be building any wonders? Oxford? Anything else though? Can't think of any other wonders we really care about actually. Might just take the flat culture. There's a chance I'll settle on the town, so I'll take that one. This one is really terrible. I guess we'll take this. I've never once picked this before. Sounds good. We'll keep people friendly, so I guess that's a win for Himiko. Gold, definitely. This will be 60 gold, actually. Let me get in these alliances first so we can evaluate this stuff a bit better. Hopefully these people stay friendly. They've been pretty friendly the whole game. Okay. We are going to get resources pretty quick, though. Oh, I say that. No, this isn't assigned resources. This is... Okay, fair enough. Okay. In that case, we will take this one. Expansionist. Definitely this one. I don't really rate this one very highly, right? It's got to be that, obviously. Okay. Now we've got to do the gauntlet of buying everything. We will go ahead and just purchase a ton of merchants as well. I don't think we will be doing much settling. We're up to 26 settlement cap, which is good. There's still quite a few places to settle, a bit of land around. We have a fleet command here as well. Sailing you around is going to take a while by the looks of it. It's not ideal. But I am an ally of Xerxes, so it's alright. Okay. Andy. Get that going, and as we get more influence, we'll worry about more city-states, but it's just science that we care about. Okay. We don't really want any of this stuff, I don't think. City Park and grocers is terrible, right? So, for now, research. We've of course got all of this stuff sorted. I'll be going straight for electricity. The good news is, well, because we have... Might work actually, because we've got so much science, we will get a ton of science as a feedback loop from our... What's it called? Our mine quarter. I don't think this is going to be worth it for a while, so again, we'll just take as much science as we can. We're up to 950 science too when we took out things, so is Lyceum's working? Maybe. That's pretty high for turn 1. Like, really high, actually. Note, actually, also. 330 influence for Friend of Way. I can't forget that. It's definitely not... Probably should have done that over a city-state befriending. City-state's just pretty average now, right? So, anyway. I don't think we have to worry about any of this, do we? We probably want to go straight for 12 gates. It's going to be at least 120 science and culture. But I could quickly grab this for the specialists, maybe. The overbuilding is good as well. We got the 2 best ones completed. Shame we couldn't get any more. Kajar have such interesting effects, but you only play them for these 2, right? Okay, we'll go straight for this. Look, we'll get a merchant again. We need to buy a ton of merchants. I don't know how many trade routes it's going to do, but it'll be a lot. Start with this many, however many that was. And this gross is like terrible. Just don't have any arms in our capital, which is fair enough. Okay, well, let's do more of that. All this stuff's going to complete like straight away. So now in terms of towns, we probably are just going to do food towns, really. We're only slightly worried about getting attacked. You can definitely be a fishing town. We really just want to get as many specialists as we can, right? So I think that's fine. Surprised I didn't buy these in the last stage. I don't know what I was doing there. G'day, Spaceman. How's it going? Hope your evening's going all right. We're poised and ready to get the W here very quickly, ideally. We're aiming for sub 30. That's the goal. Someone on the Discord managed to get a turn 30 science victory. And I reckon it's doable. It's just science. Science has been the biggest gatekeeper. Obviously, you get a lot less yields now. Harry Satoshi, how's it going? Hope you've been buying lots of Bitcoin. Question mark? I think it crashed recently or something, didn't they? Didn't it? Yeah, again. Hope you're doing good. Been a while. I recognize your Kiwi profile picture, but I haven't seen you on stream, I don't think, so welcome in. For these ones, you're probably not actually, that was probably a misplay. These ones might become hub towns or mining towns, but look, I mean, look at this, look at this production. It's like terrible. Hub town, maybe? Just for the better friend of way, faster city-state befriending. I don't really love it. These are very happy tiles. Oh, I don't really have many. Okay. Suss out general. Okay, that's giving 9 influence. Yeah, good old coastal towns, eh? This one does have a fishing key, so we'll hub town it up there as well. I guess this is really just for the city-states. Obviously it'll help a bit with Friend of Way. It's already getting me 1 turn closer to Friend of Way, so that's good, I guess. Again, I don't have any cities that this could even connect to, right? So, I guess we'll just keep going hub towns. Feels kind of awkward. This one gave nothing. I mean, explain that. Like, why isn't this connected? Is it because it's on a continent split? It is it's on a different continent. But I mean, come on. That's got to be one of the worst rules. Yeah, in Civ 7. Why can they not connect when they're right next to each other? Just because they're on a different continent, quote unquote. Anyway, I think that's it for towns and whatnot. It's actually not many. I know that we obviously are going to get rid of these, but already I would say I should have founded more towns. And we'll put all these people to sleep. Just go alert over there. We do have another commander here. Again, in 27 turns, apparently he can get over there. Not ideal. Should really just be pressing V on these guys. Alright, that's turn 1 down. Next turn we'll do a Friend of Way. And we're off, basically. We'll get all our trade routes up. We'll get a ton of science as well from finishing this tech, which then will give a bunch of production to these cities to finish more techs, etc., etc. The Mayan feedback loop. Turn 1 taken absolutely forever to roll over. Good news is there are a lot of science city-states actually, so, and I can see a military one. And an expansionist one as well, so we can get another two settlement limit going, which is good. We're not going to put too much salt into these. Truck actually, it's quite friendly. Wow, people do not have many resources. It's not great, but there you go. I didn't even put my resources in last turn. Hopefully I can put everyone to sleep. I don't want to have to actually promote all those commanders. Again, these are not really what I'm after. We'll just get all the merchants out of the way, then we'll worry about resources. But I hope you're doing alright. Bitcoin's going hard. That's good. I'm glad to hear it. I got out of crypto semi-recently. Couldn't handle the swings. But I made a good chunk of change out of it, so overall a win. Yet to buy Civ 7, appreciate your vids. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate you watching them. Yeah, look, it's still a pretty big ask, Civ 7. I think waiting for a sale is wise. But it's got to be said, it's a lot better than it was at launch. Significantly better, especially if you're on PC with mods, but can't really blame anyone for not getting it, really. We'll actually bring the wine to our capital. Fortunately, we're very light on production resources, just a ton of silk, apparently. Which isn't great. And that's basically all we can do. Yeah, not ideal. But that's okay. Start getting our schoolhouses up. Now again, I do not remember the configuration of like any of these cities, but luckily it's not too hard. Anyway, there you go. 11 turn. These buildings are crazy expensive. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the what was it? Antiquity tier list? It's a good, oh no, leader tier list, sorry. Yeah, it's a good one. I like making people angry with putting Tecumseh really far down. And that's my honest opinion too. I just don't think he's that great. Maybe he's not quite as bad as I like to put forward, but I think it's funnier to keep it up. So we'll replace this. Keep in mind as well, I've got my Golden Age unis. And it's only 3 turns away and I'll getting labs up. I should potentially look to buy some of this stuff. Friend of Way. Bringing us up to 1200 science on turn 2. It's what we like to see. That's really good. I think we will just replace these one for one. Question is, where am I going to put the labs? Can't really worry about it at the moment. Okay, and I don't think there's really anything else we want to trade for. Age of Empires 4 PTSD. I actually played Age of Empires 4. I think it was in the playtest when it was like open for everyone. I never bought the game. Did you buy the game on launch? I thought it was pretty good. Well, I'm not really... I don't like Age of Empires, but I thought objectively, I thought everyone was quite happy with how it launched, but I guess not by the sounds of it. Okay. We have so few resource slots. I've got stupid units as to come to Greece, plus 20 strength to hoplites. That sounds about right. I believe that. The question is, how long did it take you to get to that point? I'd say a fair while, but hoplites are already pretty good, right? I mean, again, half of that strength is coming from Greece, and you know, Greece being pretty insane. So, even though this is better, this is like pretty bad. It's still, you know, slightly better. I pre-ordered it. Way higher hopes than AoE 2 remake. It looked pretty clean. I'm just really, really awful at real-time strategy. It just makes me too... It's just too much. I can't do it. Almost friendly with this guy. I don't want to get too friendly with too many AIs, but... Actually, I probably should be focusing a little bit of culture, just noting that our first civic here is really good. Oh well, too late. Nothing to really do here. One turn. Curious how much production this will really knock off. I was hoping they'd increase the scale. 15 years later, felt like a mobile game. Age of Empires 4? What made it feel like a mobile game? Because again, I thought people were pretty happy with it. My impression from this, by the way, is just purely from Drongo's videos, which, like, I'd be lying if I said I watched regularly, but I did when the game came out. And again, like, he seemed to be having fun with it, but, you know, hard to tell. Really, as a non-Age of Empires player, we should probably go for Oxford, realistically. How much would it cost to buy this? Okay, get it next turn. And we do not want to crush a single productive tile. Festival grounds here. It's a bit of a shame I can't really get any good adjacency here without crushing something decent, but it's alright, we'll just put it here. Next to some warehouse buildings. And I gotta remember I'm playing Queen of Wire again, so I can support everything. Okay, now, noting we are going to get Oxford. We should be going for these masteries. And this one gives science, so may as well go for it now. Like that electricity sound. But yeah, people who can play real-time strategy are braver than me. It's just too much. I like to take the turns pretty slow. And then you have people saying that APM doesn't matter in real-time strategy games, which is just ridiculous. Like, I people who say that do my head in. And then they, like, I don't know. I watch videos about this because I quite like watching this stuff. I just can't play it. APM absolutely does matter, and if I take like 5 minutes to decide where I want to put my farms down and stuff like that'll cost me the game, right? So kind of I don't see how you can really justify that, but anyway, just rambling at this point. Okay, that's at 20 science. There's that 20 science. One of my new favorite games is Terra Invicta, which is kind of real time, but done in phases where the game pauses until you assign your guys. Perun has a couple of great series on it. I've never heard of this man in my life. Hello, welcome to the stream, Nathaniel. I know I think I asked the other night how I pronounce your name, so I'm just going to have to go with my best effort on that. But hey, how's it going? Welcome in. I guess this is fine. Can overbuild the temple, so it's a win. And we'll go straight for this as well. I know it's not, in theory, food and production isn't exactly useful right now, but it kind of is because we can convert that to food and science, really, in the form of specialists as well. We probably should also get a few merchants to make sure that our capital is stuck. Oh, there you go. See, I was right. I thought it was a strange way of spelling it, but there you go. Checks out. Put that in there. So Nathaniel it is then. Terra Invicta. I've had a lot of chatter about that game, but I've not watched anything on it. Sounds like you're enjoying it, which is good. So confirmed, tech masteries definitely do count for Maya's district. I complete a port within 20 turns, don't care about that. I'll take the gold. Improve a coal, silver or gold resource, which means we're going to have to find one. No map search, by the way. There's that one down there that's already sorted. Coal, silver, or gold. It's gold over there. Well, we can move a settler down there. That's fine. It's a 125 gold refund for doing that, and I get a city up, so I gotta be happy with that. Now I do have to also remember to denounce someone, ideally far away. Probably Amin is looking like a strong candidate right now. Ideally also someone that's very weak. Maybe Machiavelli. Anyway, we've got to do that. We've got to denounce them so that we can declare a formal war. And then we can give away all our cities to them, which we need to do when we finish all the projects. I don't know. I'm tempted to put it here, to be honest. I know that I want to overbuild, but sure. It's got one extra adjacency, and it's got some specialists on it actually. So yeah, let's do that. How stacked is Tehran? G'day, welcome to the stream, Yane. Tehran is pretty stacked with commanders, and the yields are pretty insane. So you've got 300 science, 200 culture just from the one city. We're just about to get the second part of 12 gates, so the food and production will absolutely go up. We could make more army commanders as well. That's a thing we can do, so every army commander is an extra 5%. Same goes for... This is a solid ironworks, by the way, 19 production. Same goes for fleet commanders as well. 4 turns on this. Now, it's not quite 4 turns as well, I've got to keep in mind. Need to get rid of these really easy ones, like, urgently. We don't want this Oxford to get the masteries, is what I'm getting at. The other thing I'm actually considering is, I'm not entirely sure how fast the AI goes for Oxford. I think it might be worth leaving this on one turn and then going and doing other things so we can get later techs. I think that might be the play. I mean, it's the very first wonder, right? But I don't know quite how. I wish I could. I wish I had the Wonder mod, the Wonder UI mod on, or a search bar that I could check if someone else was building it. But I might greed for this actually. We'll see how far we can push the Oxford. The only problem is, no, I don't think it's worth it actually. I'll end up researching masteries when I could be researching techs, but maybe that's fine. Should I greed for the Oxford? Is that crazy? The 1 point is nothing as well, so I wouldn't even worry about that. Like, it's an extra 15 science from that, which I'm sure is what I'd take. I think, let's try it out. We'll not worry about this for now. Always greed? Alright. Greed it is. This is just a flat tropical, so we'll build you over. Ideally, and like, I wouldn't go this far, but ideally you'd save this right till the end. Because some of these techs, they nerfed the cost, but they're still like insane, considering you used to be able to get like 4,000 to 5,000 science. Now, you're looking at about 2,000 on a pretty good day. So rocketry is 12,000 science. So, if we can get further down this tech tree, I'd be pretty happy with that. I think that's going to be the key to the run, really. It does mean, though, we have to get pretty much every mastery as we go along. Is that worth it? That's a lot of masteries to get. And some of these are alright, but no, this is not worth it at all. This is not worth it at all. You'd have to research every single mastery along the way, which is going to equal like 50,000 science. So we'll finish this and then should be good to go. Hopefully that finishes it on this turn. Next we can get the production going. I'll get the port. And possibly a few more commanders, I'd say. 279, so next turn we can get another city-state up as well. We won't be greeting. Sorry, spaceman. Not going gambling tonight. We are getting our science up very fast, and we're not even running any projects at the moment, so... Wow, that just, let's see how many turns that knocked off. That knocked off like 8 or 9 turns. Oh my god. When I finished that mastery... Oh, because I just got like 4 techs, right, okay. I was gonna say, if I just knocked off 8 turns of production from a mastery, that would have been a bit insane. It is insane, but not as insane as you might think. So I got these 2. Now, I do actually... The Ubadia Mosque. What are the requirements for this? Apparently... Many. Must be placed on wet terrain. I don't have a single wet tile in the capital, really. I know, like, the river's here, but... wow. That is pretty devastating, actually. That would have added a lot of production. We've got wet tiles over here and here, I bet. That is crushing. Unfortunate for Tehran. Which can be renamed Chris J2. Modern age gamers Kajar with Corona Civica, the game will immediately give you 21 settlement limit, and I find that to be really funny. We're doing pretty good. We're up 27, but yeah. Is that with an advanced start, you mean? Okay. I assume we just want science ones, right? Again, that is going to be our bottleneck, so we do want the military and expansionist ones eventually. Now, if I could just remember where they all are. Okay, there's the third one. Game's feeling a little laggy, so hang on. I don't know what's been going on with... Oh, my VSync recently. Is that better? Or is that worse? I think that's worse. It's pretty laggy. Again, I feel like the performance is tanked recently. It's what it feels like. I would love to go this 60 culture, but it's useless. At this point, I think our culture is no longer useful. So the question is expansionist or science, and I think it's just going to be science. Yep. Good old 15 science now. Okay. So now I think we can just hit the button at the end here. I guess we'll go for mass production first to get the extra settlement limit. I guess you could say our culture is still useful to get more settlement limits, but we weren't really worried about it, to be honest. And the rest of these are just so bad, at least for our game plan. Okay. I don't think I plugged that in the other turn. Whoops. Probably this one. That's definitely cost us quite a bit of science. Communism. Does communism give science? I think that's democracy that gives science. Production is totally like, we're good. We're good on production. Keep that in mind. So it really is all about getting as much science. So yeah, like yes, there's value of going to democracy fast for that. Oh, there you go. I always thought it was democracy. It must be okay. Maybe there is value in that then. What it's worth, our unique quarter is actually pretty good. It gives 10% science and culture, which should be about 40 culture approaching. But it's a bit of a detour. Is that going to be better than just going straight for political theory? Probably not. Okay, anyway. We should have overflowed this a bit better. We'll drop this here. Again, I'm going to kind of ignore overbuilding a bit, because I just want as many buildings as I can at this point. We're going to buy the launch pad. That's the one thing you can do to speed this up as well. Costs about 10 to 12 grand, I think, typically. There you go. Well, yeah. I knew that it gave project help, but I thought it was... Now I'm thinking of fascism. Fascism gives production. Democracy's culture and food, I want to say, or something like that. Perfect. Labs are almost done. The only other thing we need to keep in mind is to keep our friend of way up. So, turn 17. Turn 17, you got to remind me to re-friend of way. And we got to denounce someone. You know, when we're a few turns away from... actually, quite a few turns before, we've got to declare war on them, ideally 10 turns before we want to win. Plug that in. So should we take this then? Is this going to be a net win for getting to science faster? Over sales and trade? Like, sales and trade is bad, I recognize this, but... I think we'll keep this as it is. Okay, I like that. Another 18 science. Modernization. Again, you can see just how much production we're pumping here. Like, every turn we're finishing these pretty insane ones. Pretty insane buildings that cost like 2k production. Doggo Onsen. I don't think we want this. I think Doggo Onsen's terrible. Like, even when it was insane, I don't think it was that crazy. Because you get like, what, 3 celebrations in Modern Age? Like, that's nothing, right? I forgot we were going to need to get our little gold refund down here, actually. Go settle this gold. Complete the quests. That's good. In terms of what we want here, department stores give 1 extra resource slot, so we'll do that. We need to get the rail station up. This uses up the whole tile, doesn't it? We are kind of running out of tiles, to be honest. We'll flatten the villa, that's fine. and we'll go for a port after that. But yeah, factories do good production, so if nothing else, we'll go for that. Happiness is such a fake yield by modern age. I wish they'd stop making bonuses and downsides for them. They never feel like anything compared to the amount you get from buildings. Yeah. By the time you get to the modern age, like, I mean, has anyone ever lost a city by that point? Oh, we've got, okay. Good news is my stream bot thing works. I did a little bit of playing around before the stream. Thank you for the follow, Mikey Likey Stromboli. Appreciate that. Good morning to you. Thank you for the follow. But yeah, happiness is totally garbage. I mean, you're going to be in constant celebrations by the time you get to modern age, really. Like, if your game is going really badly, then sure. But yeah, Doggo Onsen, they could easily, you know, put it back to what it was, where, you know, it was a population in every single town. It would still not be that good in my view. And again, like, I kind of wish I had shorter celebrations almost, right? So that I could get more social policies. It just doesn't feel good. I'll go over here. Get the gold. It is, yeah, good afternoon. It is good evening where I am. Quite late in Down Under time right now. But yeah, the other thing they do for like modern age stuff, or even just Civ 7 balancing in general, is they'll nerf something and then they will give it like happiness to sort of make up for it. And it's just like, I don't know if they actually think that that is like a compensatory buff that's commensurate with how much value was lost. But man, it feels terrible. Like they'll like remove whole effects from wonders and then give it like +3 happiness base, which is just so bad. We actually have no more production tiles to work, which I guess means I did my job right, but okay. I guess we'll just take the highest science one, right? These fantastic moss buildings. Everywhere else, I don't really know. We could go for rail stations and try to get some factory resources in, just for, like, it's tea that gives science, but it's not very good. And they take absolutely forever. I mean, in theory, we've only got about 20 turns left in the game, so should I just be running science projects non-stop? Is there anything I want to trade for? What happened to all of this guy's resources, by the way? Xerxes used to be a bit of a pinata for resources and totally dropped off. No, is the answer. So I think we're going to run science projects for the rest of the game. I don't see what else I would really bother, unless I'm missing something obvious. I could get fleet commanders and all that sort of thing. But again, I don't think it's going to get me more science than this, right? So, alright. Funnily enough, after all that talk about happiness, this city over here is ever so slightly unhappy, so I guess if I ever got a new resource, which I will in a few turns, I could plug some pearls in or whatever I need to do. But our science is definitely creeping up now. I'll just take this one. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, flight, and then we'll start. Basically, turn 14 or so, or 15. We can start the space projects. This is I know it feels like we're halfway there and we're not even that close, but we are. Like, once you get to rocketry, it's 1 or 2 turns after that, so you can usually just about 1-turn all the projects as the Qajar. Yeah, so is a port worth it? I think so. Sure, I can go there. I don't know about the department store. Oh, the factory, though. Okay. Again, we can drop it on... Well, this technically gives more production. Sure. Hospital? Sure. That's all fine. Okay, the settler can go down. Improve the gold, finish that quest, which, you know, as I said, just broke even. Extra 1,000 science is fantastic. That's just probably instantly finished, or just about finished the port. And now, we can go ahead and click on rocketry. So, the tech tree strategizing is done. Yeah, I don't know, 2, 3, 3, 4. It'll be close. It'll be close. Maybe, I mean, if someone, you know, has memorized all the narrative events in the game, let me know. Let me know if there's any good ones that I'm missing. Well, we'll definitely want to declare war soon. I'll get one of these city-states going, and then I'll really want to get the second one. I need to denounce someone really soon, so I can trade my cities away. We have 4,000 gold. I guess we'll buy commanders. It's probably the biggest increase we can give right now. Fleet commander versus... Okay, fleet commanders are cheaper. So 518. Up to 538. So there you go. Every commander is 20 science. Yeah, that's good. Okay. That's definitely worth it. They obviously get very expensive very fast. Cool.
Cross the sea like a bird.
Okay. We don't want to worry about overbuilding, that's fine. In terms of happiness, this city managed to get happy again. I guess we'll just take the food, really. Nothing else really matters. These resources are so bad. I kind of hate the modern age resources. I know that they turn into factory ones, but... feels terrible. We do have room. Now, I know that we have... allegedly, oh, here you go. Here's the rest of the squad. Is that a part of my city? It is. We can fit a third one. So we'll have to go army commanders then. It's fine. We can also be purchasing these because actually we need to start saving up money. We probably can't purchase another one. This might be it for army commanders then. We need to start saving up money now. If this launch pad's going to cost like 10 to 12,000 gold, we need to start saving now. So that's okay. Can't really speed up our gold generation much, to be honest. Yeah, kind of stuck there. Okay. Turn 15, we're halfway there. Now this guy is hostile, so which would save us from having to denounce, but he's also very close. I guess you could say that it doesn't matter, and even if he starts taking all my cities, then it doesn't, it's like it's fine. But it feels terrible, it feels wrong. And what if he got close? Like what if he just went for the capital? I guess I could just move everything in. None of this matters. None of this matters. Okay. Receive a free tech. That would be a reason to do all this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. But, I mean, what it's worth, talk about, like, gambling, Spaceman. Yeah, this gives a random one now. So, it could just very well give us the last tech, in theory. Or we could do this now and just instantly get mobilization, but that's like a 1 in Two. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a 2 in 8 chance, 25% chance to hit one of these techs. 75% chance to hit a mastery. I don't like those odds. It's got to be professional architects. But probably want to get that last. I don't think anyone else is going for any science ones. Not that I can see. 5 turns on that. I want to get the science straight away, so mechanization, I guess. This is so tempting. Anthropology. I guess we could make it our third one. It's probably worth gambling, in theory. I just gotta... Okay, anyway, we'll get mechanization. Our second one will be the project one, possibly, and our third one can be the free tech, and we'll just have to pray. I don't really know a way around that either. I can't imagine there's an easy way to guarantee that, so we'll just have to do our best. More science? Okay, kind of. Someone just lost a resource as well. I guess we'll go for the... look, we can get... I wonder if that's worth it to hard build these. Instead of getting the aerodrome. We're going to have a lot of production. And the aerodrome doesn't really equate to science right now. So yeah, I guess we'll hard build a few of these. Or is it better to just go this? Yeah, I think it is. Just better to do that. So should we do the aerodrome first then? This is also required for the project. What am I saying? I need to build this. I'll build it here. Flat tropical. I do not want to do the old accidentally, build everywhere and then you don't have a spot for the launch pad, which, like, easy to do. Put the food in. This is our other fleet commander that finally made it. It's good. You are on the way. And you're actually going in the right spot too. 11 turns there. Don't know how worth it that is to really wait for that guy to come, but I don't think we have the funds or the production to spare really to pop that out now. But we are losing science for that. It's turn 17. I need to friend of way again. I missed a turn of that. We lost our silk. It's a big shame. Okay. I could be doing research collabs as well, I guess. There'd be more science than one of these, but can't be bothered. Maybe 2 turns on that. I need to denounce someone. Okay, it looks like it's going to be you. Or do I just do it with this guy? He doesn't really have much science. And actually, does he have any allies? Machiavelli. Hello from America. G'day, Go Pack Go. How's it going? Hope you're doing alright. Glad you could make the stream. I saw your comment on my tier list video calling me a harsh judger or harsh grade or something like that, which is fair enough. Although I do think I need to... I've got way too many people in S tier, but there are a lot of really good leaders. It almost makes me want to do like an S plus T, for like someone that's actually really insane. Whereas a lot of them are just really good leaders up there. Anyway, do we declare war now? I think so. Kind of annoying. I'm going to have to put influence into this as we go along. Turn 18. If we think we can do it in sub 30, then... yeah, but I mean, when you have so many, like maybe a fifth of the leaders in S tier, I mean, is it really S tier at that point? I don't know. Okay. We'll kick this off. It does feel a bit odd. He's so close to me, but sure. And we'll just chuck on one extra support, just so we make sure we don't go negative. That would be the worst. Making a tier higher than S is just the new A tier. Yeah, kind of. But do I want to shift everyone down? That's a lot more work. So I take your point there, absolutely. It's like building, you know, a new front row of seats like at a stadium, you know, or removing the front row in a stadium. You know, you're not actually removing or taking out the back row. I think you know what I'm trying to say. Even if you take out the front row of a stadium, you've now just got new front row seats, the second row. Okay, here we go. So we're going to kick off World War III with this, tier inflation. Yeah, cost of living has hit the tier list. Yeah, but we're going to kick off World War III with this because everyone is going to join in. As long as I don't go negative war support, that's okay. I really hate that I have to move those guys along. None of these matter. In terms of tech, it's going to be close. It's going to be close. Should be a project in here somewhere, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, transoceanic. So again, the turn we unlock rocketry is the turn we have to trade the cities over. And I really hope I did that early enough, to be honest. I hope I don't. Jeez, I don't know. It's going to be close. I probably should have declared war sooner. This is fine. God, the game is just lagging hard right now. I don't know whether to zoom in or zoom out to make it better. Anyway. The good news is, we're doing very well on science. This is a lot quicker than the last game I played. Okay, we got an extra policy slot as well. I don't even think we're going to get to communism, are we? We might have to go the gold one. It's not going to make too much of a difference, but I'm getting a bit nervous about our gold here. I don't know if we're going to have enough of the launch pad, that's all. But this is fine. We'll take living standards. Oh yeah, clicking on a merchant in the late game. It brings a tear to my eye, you know, it reminds me of Civ 6. Okay. 5 turns to get to communism. Is that worth it? The other thing is, though, we can actually boost that along. A lot of science does equal a lot of production, so that might be better than going fascism. Economic and militaristic. But is any of this better than just getting potentially 1 or 2 more slots? Probably. Gosh, listen, I kind of like that Modern Age is over so quick, because by the time you get to this point in the game, you know, your computer's on fire, the turns take forever, like it's a bit of a slog. But you would love to play with some of this stuff sooner. Like, look at this. It makes your specialists give food, right? Like, specialists are meant to give you buffs to slow down the city growth. Communism just flips it on its head, right? It's pretty cool. Kind of wish you got to play with it more. I will try communism, because last time I just went down the culture tree, but I think this is probably going to work out to be slightly better. Just because then we can one-turn techs, expensive ones, which will give us a ton of production. So, but I really do think I may have taken too long to declare war here. I don't know if I should go back. That's my mistake. I think I've definitely stuck. We'll see. Well, nope. If that's going to take 4 turns, I haven't. That means rocketry's going to take at least 4 turns. Gosh, that is a long tech. It's just so hard to get science now in the late game, isn't it? Is it time to gamble? Knock 4 turns off? Maybe it's the right play, because this isn't gonna knock a turn off, right? This is 300 or so science. He wants to do the maths. 8,400 science plus... I'm gonna... hang on. I'll get the calculator out. You're gonna lose sound for a bit for the game, but rest assured. 8,400 plus 11,900. That's 20,300. We've got 2,300 science divided by 2,307. It's not gonna make a difference. 8 turns. 8.79 turns. I've got 3 cities. 8.79 turns, so 9 turns. Which would put me at exactly turn 30. Okay, well the good news is I didn't wait too long. The bad news is I think I'm going to finish on turn 30 as well. Unless I get this. I guess you could keep reloading, right, until you got it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is a 1 in 9 chance. Let's go gambling, I guess. This is the one I'll get last. I'll get this in a few turns, so don't worry about that. 3 turns. Okay. Ready? Nope. I didn't get it. Was it at least anything good? No, it was some production, which is some gold. Well, there goes the world record, I guess. I think you'd actually just have to get really lucky. You would save that until you got to rocketry, and then I guess I don't see a way to get, guarantee all these masteries, so yeah, true. I forgot that was such a random crossover. Like, those indie games, those types of indie games love to do a crossover like that, but Civ 7's a little bit big stuff to be crossing over with Balatro, right? But anyway, good game. Okay. So, yeah. I mean, it's looking like a turn 30 win, which is pretty good. Assuming I can one-turn the actual project. But there you go. So a turn 26 or 25 win is possible. Assuming that you get really, really lucky. It's going to be about a 1 in 10 chance by the time you get to that point. Yeah, we'll just run science projects. Which did actually knock a turn off. So there you go. Maybe I can do 1 turn. Maybe I can get turn 29, that'd be good. Okay, and we got the 2 cards as well. I don't really care about food or happiness. Oh, this is so bad. Food and happiness for slightly more specialists. I'm getting like 800 food. I guess we'll just... happiness doesn't matter, right? So I'll take this. Might get me to my science specialist 1 turn sooner. That's a shame. That's a shame. People didn't believe hard enough in the chat, I guess. I'm blaming you all. Got my calculator out and everything. Oh. The other thing as well is I think, well anyway, it won't come to fruition, but I think I've got my chat set up. My chat bot should be in YouTube as well if something crazy happens, which is good. I'll take this. And we actually got a migrant from one of our towns, so extra 3 production. Take it. Balatro was such a good game. I kind of fizzled out on it. But that does not mean it's like that was a really good game. I think if you didn't, like, it took a bit of convincing as well. Like, it just looks like poker if you don't really know what's going on. Like, the early game, that is. Like, if you just, like, boot it up and someone watches you play, they're going to think you're just playing poker, right? This will probably pay itself off. Just barely. Maybe not. 7 turns, maybe. Again, we don't need this, so culture. I think that did knock a turn off, which was good. I'm just like, I keep checking basically to see if there's anything we can build, but there's not. I didn't miss anything, did I? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, no. Second project's here. Third and fourth project are right at the end. Oh, sorry, I missed a message. I played a game with Food Ashoka and got like 800 food in Paris in the modern age with 2k happiness. Wow, that one just went off again. Yeah, Ashoka is very good. Okay, here we go. What am I going to take out? Probably at least that one. Do we want the food? I don't think so. It's a lot of food. It could be another specialist, but I don't think it's going to overtake this even, so it's good to me. Yeah, Ashoka Renouncer is really good. Like, you can basically ignore a lot of mechanics of the game, which is nice. This one I'll finish instantly. 2,000 gold. 6 turns. 6 turns for that last one. Hopefully it goes up to 5 when I start doing this. Yikes. Anyway. Yeah, 5. Okay, it's going to be close. It's going to be very close. Balatro also has a multiplayer mod where you play in parallel on the same random seat. Instead of a boss, you have to beat your opponent's score. Wow. People will make a multiplayer mod of anything. And I like that. We're going to have heaps of gold for the Science Legacy path, so that's fine. And we can finally get this. Let's make it sure. Yep, definitely the right one. Didn't mean to do that. We do have a bunch of influence. We'll just, again, put in another point here to make sure this guy doesn't overtake us. Friend of Way is good for another 9 turns, so that's the rest of the game. We'll do a research collaboration, because why not? I should have done one of these on turn 1. Oh, that's a mistake. That could have been... Oh, everyone's science is pretty bad. There you go, another variable you need to consider if you're going for the science win is you need to have A, really good luck and get that free tech to be a late game one. I guess, actually, if you're going to say that this last one is worth 5 masteries, you could probably get to a point... Oh, no, look at these 2 turns. Nah, no way. I was going to say, maybe you could make an argument for greeting on Oxford, but you can't. Yeah, keep doing research. That's you done for the rest of the game. That's you done for the rest of the game. Diplo, there's nothing we can do here. I'm gonna... No, I'm not gonna put that in. Might screw me over somehow. This is all pointless. I should probably do this one, but one population isn't gonna make a difference, and I don't want to have to go around and do that in all my cities, so that's fine. And these are all done, so chuck that in. In the days of old, I'd be at probably like 3,000 or 4,000 science right now, but what can you do? And these don't matter. I won't be able to make it to that in time. That's why I was a bit hesitant to go down for communism, but this is probably worth it. Probably knocked off at least a turn, so... And this is just for the settlement limit. Down to 2 turns on that. And... I wonder... I don't know how exploity this is, but that doesn't bring it down to 4. So what I can do then is shift into some of my production. Slightly exploity, but this is it's not a glitchless run, we'll say that. It's a 100% science speed run glitched. I just don't know what else you could do to speed this up. Like, this has got to be the most science you could have, realistically. Or thereabouts. I mean, if anyone has any ideas for how you could increase your science past this sort of level in the modern age, let me know. Maybe, because you don't really care about... The only one you care about is your capital. Maybe the strat is to just bring in, like, 1,000 towns. cities, and then you just build all the buildings in them. I wonder if that would break even faster. I don't know. Just struggling to think, like, Maya into Abbasids has got to be the best science, right? Like, who else would you pick? That, you know, the Ming doesn't... What did I just get that science point for? Oh, that was just the science path. Also, this doesn't reveal the whole map anymore, does it? You have to launch the satellite, right? So I'm going to shift enter here. 3 turns. This won't bring it down to 2, right? No. Okay. Do a little glitch. Save up our production, which will go straight into the first... I just realized there's 2 projects, actually. Oh, it probably isn't going to be sub 30. Now I'm mad. It's going to be like turn 31 or something like that. Devastating. 2 turns. But like narrative events, that's the only other thing I can think of. Like, are there any narrative events in the modern age that they tend to give a lot of science, like usually 1,000 or so. That's the only thing I could think of. And Queen of War, like, it's got to be the best science leader, right? By far. Who else would you go for science? Catherine actually is, like, she can produce a fair bit of science. Gain science equal to 20% of culture. Can't imagine that's better than Himiko, though. We can get really lucky and get a bunch of research collaborations, I guess. Okay. Peace is available. Bad news. Oh god, the AI are being... Okay, really? They actually wouldn't have accepted. Oh, what the hell? Okay, now he's changed his tune. Anyway, it looks like he wasn't going to accept like 7 cities, but he would have accepted 8. Okay. 30 cities on Tundra with Russia, Catherine. I don't even know, like, I think Russia is so bad. Like, genuinely one of the strangest... Oh, who just did that? Confucius. My friend. Russia is so bad. They are so bad. Like, even in that situation... I actually don't know if Russia would even be better than, like, anyone else. It's insane how bad Russia is. Okay, launch pad. Bada bing. Here we go. One turn for satellite. Turn 29. Now this is where I'd usually throw all my cities away, but should I? Will that not give me enough science to 1 turn a tech that could boost me up? Is it optimal to do it next turn? It might be, you know. I wish I could queue it up. If I could queue up the next project, I could probably finish it this turn. Oh, that's a cool sound. We'll just do this mastery then. And we'll take the settlement limit. Extra 10. Look at this capital, by the way. And I also think, like, Qajar has to be the best for science. Like, they're actually really good. I was really wrong when I reviewed these on, like, patch day. Although, I will say, in my defense, they didn't give you the numbers. We didn't know it was going to be plus 10. Plus 10 science, food, production, and culture for every one you're under. That's pretty nuts. Listen to that sound. Oh my god. Why have I never seen that happen? No, it didn't even... Oh, there you go. Map revealed. I don't think I was missing anything in particular. Completely worthless quest. Okay. The moment of truth here. Is it 1 turn? 4 turns! Sorry. It doesn't even tell you how much production this costs. I guess you can take a pretty good guess. 4 turns. That's a lot more expensive than I'm used to. Okay, anyway, let's do what we gotta do. Don't think we're gonna miss anything from here. Why is Machiavelli rejecting this? Does this mean... Okay, I don't know what's going on with this right now. Why are they so stingy? Okay, you can have all of those. Why is the final project taking 4 turns? I swear, my previous game it was like 2 or 3 max. I thought I did better this game too. I know that I've not. Maybe I should have done this last turn. Was that a mistake? Because the production would have overflowed. I just figured the tech would give more production. Maybe it's still wrong to be doing this. I don't know. I should have really calculated how much production the Maya techs are giving me, I guess, the Maya district. Let's talk about lag as well. Trading away your entire empire in the modern age. I can hear my computer whirring up right now. Okay, so here's all that's left. But it's still going to take 3 turns. That seems crazy. I feel like I've stuffed something up here. I mean, turn 33 is not bad, but now I'm now I'm 3 turns behind the guy in the Discord that managed to get it on turn 30. Devastating. I wonder how much science that guy was rocking when he won. I'm just gonna sleep all these. Everyone's abandoned their post. Oh, that's so crushing. It's. I assume it'll finish in 2 turns, really, but 600 production. So what? Is it about 2,000? Is it on the wiki? Can someone confirm? How much production does the final project cost? Crewed space flight. I'm not happy about that. I'm not happy about this at all. So production kind of ended up being our blocker in the end. I don't even think we're going to finish this on this turn. It is going to take 2 more, isn't it? This tech isn't that expensive. Turn 32 or 33? What are we going to get? Yep, 33. God, what a loser. I guess stealing science, that was probably a turn shaved off. Wiki says 2,000. Okay. Is Pachacudi gonna be the play then? Or was the play to just do 1 more tech? Oh, was it you? Oh my goodness, how did I not recognize the name? Oh, I'm so sorry. How did I not recognize the name? Hello. Goodness. Okay, great. You're here. You can answer all my questions. What leader did you play? I forget. I remember you put your combination in chat. Hang on, I'm going to pull the Discord up. Because this has been, I've been thinking about your turn 30 victory, like, all week. I've had a whole week to prepare for this. I'm in the Discord on the other window, sorry, you probably can't see this. And you still had 1,500 science. That's about the same as mine, just from your capital. Yeah, who was your leader in that? You did Persia into Mongolia for max settlement limit, which makes sense, but I'm kind of surprised that you had 44 settlement limit. That's an extra 140, so probably shaved, what, a turn or 2 off? I'm surprised you managed to get that much science with Persia, Mongolia. I shouldn't have this on mute. Hang on. At least you can get the music back. You can even... Oh my god! Don't zoom in. Yeah, who's your leader? I'm wondering if Pachacuti is the play now. Because this would turn to... It's not even that much food. Although, I mean, obviously... With the towns, it would be a lot better. And then you would convert that to science with, you know, research initiatives. Is Pachacuti going to be better than Queen of War? Oh, hello, Paisley. No world records being set here. Turn 33 science victory. This is post-patch. You know, the reason we're doing this is because, I mean, look at this pitiful science in modern age. Gone are the days of, you know, 4,000 to 5,000 science in the modern age. Capped out at about 3k, 2.5 to 3k. Anyway, in chat with us though, Yane948, and apologies, I've probably butchered the pronunciation. I'm actually going to turn 30 science victory. I don't know if you've done that, Paisley, but post-patch science victory, you got to really think about it. Everyone go follow Paisley Trees, by the way. A fantastic YouTuber. Her engagement with the chat is unreal. Now talk about like good with names. It always amazes me, Paisley, how you manage to remember everyone's names, and not just their names, but like they'll have a different name to what you actually call them, which is amazing. Anyway, production leader. I reckon it must have been these numbers you're showing me couldn't have been Pachacuti in Tehran. 714 food. Anyway. I don't know how you would speed this up. I know you say production's the production in the end, but I don't know. It feels like, I mean, was it 5 turns to get rocketry in the end there? That's a long time. No, Paisley, and I'm sorry, I know this is your wheelhouse. The Qajar, they are insane for a science victory. Science victory is absolutely what they're built for. God, this is probably so loud. I don't even know if you can... That's so loud. Sorry for the space flight. No, I don't think they're really meant to, but they are so good for science victory because this is what you do at the end. You trade away all your cities. So I've only got the one city, and you get, like, you know, in this case, 290 production for that. This doesn't feel good. I hate losing, and I've lost. No, yeah. It's strange, but I think the Qajar are the best science civ in the game right now. Just because their production's insane. And even like the plus 10 science and culture for every limit under is pretty good. Anyway, I hate to see it. This is the face of a loser, everyone. Production leader. Okay, I mean, while we're here, we're only an hour and a bit into the stream. I guess we'll do a bit of theory crafting. I just can't imagine, like, Pachacuti being better than Queen of War for this. And I don't know what else. Tragic ending? Yeah. I mean, objectively, I think turn 33, you know, I'm throwing down the gauntlet, right? If someone wants to show me how to win faster than turn 33, a settlement seems more valuable than no settlement. Definitely for yields. So I guess you could argue, like, you just don't have the time, though, to be building settlers. Like, if you're, you know, you go into modern age with, say, 6 or 7 settlement limit under, right? The chat is taking up all the leaders, I just noticed. That's all right. If you go into the modern age with like 6 or 7... Oh, you know who you went? You probably went King of Kings. Anyway, I got to finish this sentence. If you go into the modern age with 6 or 7 settlement limit under, there's no way it breaks even to go and like build settlers or buy settlers and go and, you know, put those down, found them as towns, maybe build a few buildings or whatever. There's no way that results in more science than the like 70 science you're getting just from being under the limit. I think established ones from exploration, like obviously you would keep them, and you don't get rid of, like, you don't trade away your empire on turn 1. It's just at the very end. But I still think, like, who would be better than the Qajar? Obviously Meiji Japan. I think they're a strong contender. I don't know. This whole run was to try and find out if the Qajar are better than Japan at this. And I think they might be. And there you go, yeah. Xerxes Conqueror. Yeah, I think that's good. That's an extra 3 settlement limit plus Corona Civica. Gosh, this is good though. Post in the Discord. Alright, hang on. Let me have a look. And see, interestingly, you went down to 6 cities, not 1. Did you trade away your empire, or did you, like, literally cap out at 6 cities? I assume you traded it away, because I can see you've denounced Isabella. But why did you keep the extra 5 cities? That's my question. And, zooming all the way in, I can see you actually did the whole project in 2 turns. It took me 4 turns. That seems really quick. Even with the 25... I assume you got the 25% from the science city-state. Okay. Anyway. Maybe King of Kings is the next strat then. Do I want to start another run tonight? Maybe. I think I just like playing Queen of War too much. I'm emotionally attached. That's the problem. I bet, you know, your average YouTube commenter would say pick Tecumseh instead. That's being rude. Okay. Maybe I will. I might try King of Kings now. At least start the game off. But, oh god, the idea of starting another game is exhausting. Is that crazy? Maybe I'll end the stream early tonight. It could be a quick one. Did you just see the picture, Spaceman? Turn 30. Yeah, that's good. Is sub 30 possible? How would you optimize your run though? That's the question. Pachacute, that's what I was thinking. It's insane to me to say that Pachacute would be better for a science victory than Queen of War. You definitely have less science. And like the final tech took me 4 turns to hard build. That was with about 3,000 science. And you know, how much of that would have been coming from Queen of War, right? Like 25%. So that's failing with the maths right now. 10% times 2, so about 700. Is that right? About 700 science from Queen of War. So that would have made it 5 turns. That's 1 turn lost, but you'd gain a lot of production back. Well, would you knock off 1 turn? 99% sure that game was still optimizable. Let me, it's too late. I mean, there's nothing really to see in the Discord. Pachacute could be alright. I'll totally sing the praises of communism in this game, so maybe there's a Pachacute specialist set up. Listen, that could be an avenue as well. I mean, my culture was really low. Kind of like, you know, totally neglected my culture in favor of science, obviously, for obvious reasons, but Simon can get you below 30 turns. Go Paco, get out of here. Anyway, yeah, maybe I should really focus more on culture, like getting to the specialists faster. I don't know about that. It's like, even then, like I focused really hard on specialists. You know, I went 3 cities the whole game. And it was only giving me, what, about 200 science? The communism one? So if I get that really early, maybe it's worth it. And I don't prioritize the Qajar one until later. That doesn't feel good though. Expo was Avacid, and I watched you play the Avacids the other day, where you said that they were still, yeah, definitely Maya. I think you got to go Maya. I mean, there's no one else, right? Like, obviously, Assyria is insane, but the Maya, the district is just too good. I think this is like the easiest part of the run is picking your Antiquity Age one. Yeah, I went Avacids, and I was really skeptical when you said they're still the best post nerf, and then I played them, and I think you're right. They're still probably the best post nerf. I don't know if I'd say they're the best Civ like period post nerf. I don't know if they're better than, I don't know. There's a lot of Civs I'd probably put above them, like overall across all ages maybe, but in the Exploration Age, man, they're still pretty good, hey. I think this district is just insane. Like the effect is so great. The great people aren't that great, and you can barely read this because of the Civ 7 UI. The only other one you would even consider is Ming, surely. Like, not even much fight aren't that good. Not for this. The Shawnee are broken right now. Is it bad manners to pick them and just abuse their district? That would be a good way to get a lot of culture. But I think that's it. That's the only people you could go. Well, I mean, I say that, right? Hang on, well, Paisley, keep in mind, Yanea in the chat went Persia, Mongolia, Qajar, and got turn 30. 3 turns faster. How the hell did you pick Persia? How did you manage this? Like, this is giving you nothing, right? Like, this Persia does not help you at all by the time you get to the modern age, right? Like, what benefit was this providing you? I feel like you're just flexing on us at this point. Because you could just go, like, even Rome gives 2. Like, Syria gets 2 settlement limit increase. And they actually have a science building and a production one. Oh, wait. Oh, the truth comes out. What's the Persia tweak mod? I feel... Uh-oh. I'm pretty sure I would have... Yeah, I don't... any other mods? No, I mean, if you did it with... As long as the mod wasn't insane, I guess. Like, I can't imagine it was, then... Extra influence for traditions. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, their district gets science and culture. Hang on. The Avacids. Were you talking about the Avacids, Paisley? They just give science on specialists, right? Anyway, I'm going to take a quick break. That was good fun. But man, yeah, I'm going to have to do some serious theory crafting. I think I will... Will I start another game tonight? Sure, I guess I will. Okay. Yeah, I'll do it. Their quarter had called... Oh, yeah. Somewhere. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, these buildings are just insane. Like, and the specialists you chuck on them are so good as well. These buildings are so great. I love playing the Avacid. They're so fun, but I kind of wish they weren't that... Kind of wish they weren't so good, because I would have played them more, but I always feel bad when I pick them. Anyway, I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be back in probably 3 minutes or so. And I guess we'll try Pachacuti. Maybe we'll stick to like a more traditional path here and pick Japan in the modern age. Maybe Paisley's right. No one would know more about Tehran than Mrs. Trees. So okay, all right. I'll be back in a few minutes. Thanks, everyone. All right, I'm back. See you later, Paisley. Yeah, go back to bed. I don't know what time it is for you guys. I think it's pretty early in the morning, right? On your I don't know, east, west coast. I don't remember which one. I don't know anything about American cities. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. That was good. And yeah, turn 7 win. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like that was mainly from abusing the old city states, right? Like you could, befriend, let's say 15 or 16 city states, and then get 16 future techs completed, or 20 or so probably with the ones you hard build, and then you would essentially have boosted every single tech in the tech tree come the modern age. And I think that was when you could also pick your attribute, right? And obviously that was when you had the 5% at the end of the tree too. And yeah, as pointed out, Bulgaria was absolutely ridiculous with their pillaging. So anyway, good stuff. Yeah, give it a shot. Let me know how you go. And obviously, yeah, leave a like, everyone. Thanks for that. Have a good one, Paisley. Oh, see, I'd suspected that, but I'd never really given it much thought. You should get out of it. You're doing like the one more turn, but one more chat right now. That checks out. But I guess you still got all the 5% boosts from the end of the tree. But yeah. Unfortunately, I think that level of cheese has been broken down significantly. Unfortunately. Now the good news if we're not going to go for the settlement limit sort of focus, then we are free to. Post-Bulgarian nerf using Japan's ability to overbuild to 0-turn techs. Is it that good? I guess I'm just like, maybe I'm massively overrating how good the Qajar are. And again, I'm so sorry. Qajar, is that right? Compared to this. 50% is pretty good, actually, isn't it? Oh, especially with the new building costs. Maybe I was just like, listen, that game was to try and get a bit of a baseline. I think this has got to be still way better, right? Like reading it properly now, especially considering the new building costs. Like your average modern age building now costs about 2,000 production. So 1,000 science-ish every time you overbuild. That's probably a lot better. Whoa! Thank you for the... Did that not show up on stream? Did it? I think it did. Thank you for that. I got a noise anyway, and my chatbot thing worked. Okay, it did show up on screen. Anyway, Int Paladin, thank you for becoming a member of the channel. This is an exclusive club now. I'll name a city after you. Thank you for that. There's no need to do that, but really appreciate it. Thank you. And good day, New Worm, as well. Sorry, I didn't miss your message, by the way. Magic Japan is so good. Okay, do I think Civ should have a well-rounded kit or one very specific gimmick you're supposed to shoehorn to play? If it was up to me, like I was in charge of Firaxis, it's the second one every single time. I think there should be some Civs that have well-rounded kits, but I think that should be its gimmick. It should be a gimmick that you're well-rounded, and every other Civ should have, I think they should lean a lot harder into stuff, put it that way. So the Qing are probably a great example. I love the Qing, but they're not that great because modern age is such a sprint. But they should really lean in somehow to like trading. And I'm talking like the Qing can't settle new cities, but triple all yields from trading or something. I think they should really go hard on that sort of stuff. And that's just, I don't know. These aren't good ideas, right? These aren't balanced ideas I'm throwing out, but I think stuff like that is way more fun than Civ 7 is quite safe in some of their Civ design. Some of them aren't. Like, I think the Mughals are a good example. I think they could still go harder. I'm not sure what that would be. You could like make this even more extreme, like 100% and minus 50%. Okay, I will refrain, Paladin. I'll refrain from naming a city, and I hear you, I don't usually like to rename them, but anyway. Chase Bandy, welcome back to the stream. This is a new game. I won the Maya game, sure enough, on turn 33, which it was pretty slow, but that was with the Kajar. So we're going to go back to what has been like the traditional path up until this point, which is Meiji Japan. Much worse production, but much more science. And in a way, because of the Mayan district, science is production. So I suspect this is still going to be faster, right? The question is, do we stick with Pachacuti? Or do we do the proper science playthrough and go with Queen of Wire again? Probably worth trying Pachacuti for something different. I guess with the production, right? Then it probably evens out pretty close. I don't know much about, off the top of my head, Japan's civics. I know there's a fair bit of production in there. But yeah, so we won, turn 33, but we can definitely go faster. That felt slow towards the very end. The last 10 turns or so, I was waiting for techs, which was not good, so... Anyway. Okay, we'll play on then for a little bit. Yeah, in terms of mementos, we are free to do a bit more now. Now, I don't have the memento mod on, so we're bootlegging this with what we've got, basically. The growth rate, I actually really like Brush and Scroll. I think Brush and Scroll is fantastic. It's very easy to get to 5 specialists, and then you've basically got Confucius's ability. I feel like, I mean, obviously food is good, production's good, science is good. This is an interesting one. Gold snuff box? Question mark. I also got to keep in mind that, I'm playing single player now. I can actually swap mementos, so I could technically pick something that's, just really good in the early game. Like Imago Mundi, I guess. Do the old Imago Mundi search one. Yeah, Brush and Scroll is fantastic, but I might save that till Exploration and Modern. You don't really tend to get... like, you can, but... Maybe I should go straight for it. If anyone was going to do it, Pachacuti would be the one. This is only good in Exploration, so I guess I could consider changing to that. Even then, like, how many can you really put on display? Three or four in like a typical sort of city? Or do I just go something easy, Diplo point? I'll defer to the expert here. Yanea, what mementos did you go in your game, out of curiosity? I'm gonna look at your screenshots and see if I can discern anything crazy, but I can't. Okay, we might just go something pretty normal then. Expansionist Diplo. Is that crazy? Is that too boring? Do I go Brush and Scroll? Expansionist gives me faster settlers as well. It's good to keep in mind. I think I'll keep Brush and Scroll for the mid game. If someone can remind me to swap that over. I tend to play multiplayer, I guess, so... and Snuffbox I'm curious about. Also, that sounds like it sounds like a word I shouldn't be saying, but anyway. We'll stick with this for now. It's pretty basic, but it's fine. Okay, Maya, I don't think there's any much consideration here. He just said his name. Alright. Standard. What did we go last time, actually? I think we did Pangaea, right? Because we wanted to meet as many people as we could. What do we think gives more mountains? I think, in my experience, Pangaea gives a fair bit in the way of mountains. Do I want to do old Pangaea? The old map gen. That was a really good Pangaea. last game. Standard map. Regroup. It's got to be regroup. Oh, and look, yeah, it does stick now as well. This doesn't default to continuity anymore, which is good. Okay. 10 turns. This is all default. I mean, I guess I'll keep these on. The Plague Crisis is so annoying, but it's what it is. Legacy Paths is all good. That's fine. I did not know this tab existed, by the way. I can't even add another player on standard. Okay, I think this is all good. Pachacooty Maya. Pachacooty's pretty good, and I like playing Pachacooty. Alright. So 10:33 is the time to beat. Should I put like a little overlay thing on or something? How do I even do that? Text? This will be good. Science. World record. Current best. 33. 33 turns. Let's whack this bad boy. Let's get Comic Sans up. Comic Sans and MS. It's perfect. There's like 100 other options here, but we'll ignore them. Is that big enough for everyone? Can everyone read that? Shift that way. Whoa! Shift that way down. Probably about theirs. No, that's probably covering the turn timer. There's going to be like no good place to put this. The map, maybe? We'll see how we go in game. Okay, typical Pachacooty start. We don't have many mountains. Sheep are good though. Sheep are very good. Not quite at cotton level. Do we want to move one tile up? Close to the sheep, close to the mountains. It wouldn't be great for our district. District vibes. This capital looks like a bit of a struggle, to be honest, all around. I'll probably settle in place though. Oh, this navigable river here is like really annoying actually. Dead set middle of the map. Checks out for Maya. I usually go the happiness, you know. I feel like I see everyone just pick the influence, but this scales so badly. I know it's good, like really early game, but take that obviously. I usually just go the happiness, right? It's got to be the happiness. Hello, Shumal TV. How you going? We are currently. We just, to be honest, for this age, we're just running Diplo and Expansionist. Nothing too crazy. Other contenders could be, like some of the Tecumseh ones are good. If I had it unlocked, and I know I could unlock it, but the +1 production and +1 food for city-states is good. I'm gonna have to probably get sailing to get around this, which is really annoying. Anyway. I was wondering where my scout was there. Jaguar Slayer. Okay, that's good. There you go. We got a decent science district there. Now, of course, it's got to be pottery into writing. Although, I mean, look at this is all. Oh, I should say that it's all vegetated, obviously. You unlocked all the mementos. No way. Really? Like, manually? Did you post on Reddit about this? I saw a guy did post on Reddit about, like, he actually got every single leader to level 10. Which is insane. There's a lot of quests in there that, like, I don't even know how you unlock them, right? Just, like, narrative events that are so opaque as to how you actually get them. Congrats to you. That's very cool. Couldn't do it myself. Well, I mean, one day. Wow, good job. That's insane. Yeah, I mean, what mementos would you think you would run? Like, what's if you were just going to go? Like, I'm playing Pachacudi for the production late game. Take the culture. Obviously, aiming towards the science victory. I don't know what mementos you really would run. I mean, I guess the obvious answer is the science one, but I don't know. Getting to the end of the science tree, it just isn't that valuable anymore, right? Like, it's... You could basically say that after a point, there is such a thing as getting too many of the same attribute point, where it becomes almost detrimental to be running them. Not detrimental, obviously, but zero payoff. Essentially zero payoff. So I think I'll probably get enough science points naturally. Although I guess, like... Pachacudi isn't a science leader, is he? Expansionist and, I don't know. What's the second trait for Pachacudi? That was probably you. Well, there you go. I saw that post and I was definitely impressed. I think that's insane. Did you use any tools to, looking up all the, like, the very unique leader quests, right? That's what gets me. Like, I've got Green Xerxes up to level 8 from like 2 or 3 games, but I've never found one. I've not completed any of those unique quests for him because I guess I've never unlocked them. And like, there's no hints or anything in game. I love the one that gives you culture and happiness puddings, -1 science, but for Maya that's fine. Yeah, we just had that discussion as well around how much culture should we be prioritizing for a science win. Essentially just to try and get to communism faster. I don't know. I think the answer is not much. I don't think culture's really that good. Do I want to go straight for riding? I need to get 3 districts to get over there. Not ideal. We might actually just go... I'm I'm a one more turn player right now. We'll get the Sword Pit up because obviously there's a lot going on here. Now I don't think I care too much about my Pantheon at all, so I'm just gonna send it. Probably just go straight for Calendar Round. That's what I usually do on Maya. Is that insane? Oh, of course. Well, there you go. I guess, yeah, you only need to get... Is it level 9, I think? You get the last memento? Or is it level 7, actually? Anyway, what am I doing? I'll take the food. It is level 9. There you go. Okay. That's insane then. But yeah, no, definitely. I've heard that's the strat as well. The old one more turn. We'll get Brickyard and Saw Pit up. The timing's really good in terms of getting to level 5 on time. Friedrich took my thing. Boosting culture also the Maya's Calendar Round is so good, yeah. Definitely, like, early game culture on Maya is absolutely what you want to be chasing, right? So, like, the sooner you get to this, like, it's just, the sooner everything starts to kick off, because before this, like, oh my god, speaking of, before this, your Civ is, not doing a lot for you. Wow, speaking of, that is a really good wonder. Great. Awesome. Free money as well. Scout, just in case there's anything near these mountains. Friendly city-state is good. But yeah, like any discoveries that give me culture, I'll be snapping them up for sure. Mangoes over here as well would be nice. Okay, we've got very limited mountains. The good news is this counts as a mountain, so that's a big win. Volcanoes do too, but ideally you don't really want to be settling near volcanoes, urban districts anyway. Yeah, this is on I don't know, is this allowed still? I don't remember, but I'm on Twitch and YouTube at the moment. Yeah, recently spun up Twitch, just in case, I don't know. Some people prefer to one or the other, right? So I'm on both at present. How's the every time I've looked at the Civ 7 category, I'm on my other tab at the moment. There's like literally no one streaming. poor Civ 7. Although I guess I haven't checked. I don't know if there's even many people watching Civ 6. I understand, like, it's not typically Civ will never be a popular game to watch, right? So it's all good. My favorite IPs. Independent powers for everyone watching at home. I think Expansionist is insane. Well, no, I shouldn't use... Look at going into YouTube mode, right? Inflammatory language. I think Expansionist ones are really good. The settlement limit is, like, amazing. That's what makes the military ones good as well. And, like, everyone's talking about it, obviously. The +4 food on food buildings one is super good. We'll get Seathep. I assume Friedrich's like kind of around this way. Do they have any resources I care about? It's a bit of a slog to watch. Yeah, I saw you got TV in your name, so I figured. Yeah, I usually just put like Civ streams on like in the background if I'm working at home or something like that, which I like to do. But yeah, IPs. Look, science and culture are fine now. Like, this is a rule for all IPs now, obviously, is that the more of the same type you can get, they get a lot better. Which I think is, you know, an interesting bit of depth, I guess. It's not like that. It's not that crazy, really, but... The diplomatic ones, I think, are really good. The diplomatic ones have really good... Oh, thanks for the follow on Twitch. I don't think there's a notification like on screen for that, but there is in chat. Thanks for that. Yeah, the independent powers, the influence ones, have a really good improvement in, I would say, antiquity and exploration. The modern age one sucks, which is fine because you don't really want to be putting those down in the modern age, but the festival grounds in antiquity I think are really good. So definitely worth going for if you can get them. Like, I think independent powers are still overall, like you want to get them when you can. I'm going to ignore these elephants. It's also a bit annoying we have two mountains here that these elephants are blocking. I think most people that watch Civ 5 and 6 streams watch multiplayer. Yeah, I would... I mean, I was about to say I would agree with that, but I have no idea. So, so yes, I agree with you because I couldn't say otherwise. That sounds right to me. Also, am I crazy? Just like a general comment. Did Herson like blow up out of nowhere, or has this guy been around for a while? Because I remember he famously made that video that, and this was like hilarious. He made that video and like mentioned Potato and sort of said something along the lines of, even a good player like Potato would be like destroyed in multiplayer or something like that. Like kind of a throwaway line. And then like the very next day out of nowhere, Potato starts streaming like multiplayer and like made like some video that was like, you know, I'm going to try really hard. I'm going to get really good at multiplayer. And everyone in the chat was like, is this a chance happened to be in relation to that video that like Herson made about you? And he was like, no, this is just like, I just really want to get better at multiplayer all of a sudden. And then he never brought it up again. I thought that was hilarious. Anyway, But yeah, I feel like that guy just came out of nowhere and now he's like super popular, which is really cool, like to have someone represent like the multiplayer side of Civ, which I don't know, like it's really fun, right? I think a lot of people probably play Civ in multiplayer more than we realize. And it is like absolutely, it's a lot more fun to watch as well. Just you get that human element, right? It's like, it's a very, very very minor form of like Among Us gameplay almost, right? Like multiplayer shenanigans. Again, taking the culture when I can, just for the closer to calendar round. I'm waiting for the better balance patch for Civ to play multiplayer seriously. I wonder what that would look like. There's a few comments I'll read here as well, but I'll come back to that one. Multiplayer scares me. Hello, Civilized Raccoon. How's it going? Hope you're doing alright. And multiplayer, yeah, like I always think if I did join a random multiplayer lobby, like a CPL type one, I assume I would also just get demolished. My problem mainly is that I don't like that it's all real time, obviously. Really struggle, you know, about the fact that, you know, wars can be won and lost by who can click faster. I really don't. I would really struggle with that. Anyway, here we go. 2 games in PvP, it's interesting, yep. Ursa Ryan does a ton of Civ 6 streams where he gets people to team up against him. Yeah, I've seen those ones, and I often wonder, like, I assume maybe he invites people from, what's it called? Need to not do this while I talk, from his, like, coffee stuff, maybe? Because always, like, where does he find these people? Like, obviously he has, like, a billion people that would want to play with him, but, I never see any, like, notification in the Discord. Or maybe it's just those multiplayer ones that I have signed up for, but I should go to, but I always busy. And, you know, the Australia curse, like, multiplayer games for me are always, unfortunately at like 3 in the morning, 3 in the morning start. There are so many messages I need to get through. 200 people watching Liege and 100 people watching Ternata. Pretty small for most games, but huge for Civ. Oh, there you go. Lost to Commander because of a slow click. Yeah, I don't know. That stuff would just like do my head in. I would like rage quit. I wouldn't, but I would be silently fuming at like losing units to just not clicking fast enough. Anyway, better balance patch for Civ 7. Yeah, I'm trying to think what that would look like. Would mine... Well, look, it depends on the format. Because I don't think mine is that strong in Antiquity. To be honest. Like, Assyria has to be... If you're going to put, like, one ban in, Assyria would absolutely be it, right? Like, is there anything you can do in multiplayer about a guy picking Assyria and just... Like, if Assyria wants to destroy you, they can, right? Surely there's nothing you can do to defend. Anyway, I'm taking ages here. I was kind of contemplating that I should have befriended Taruga because it's next to this wonder. 2, 3. I think I can settle here, right? This looks fine to me. Is it 5 or 6 tiles you can settle? I'll probably settle here either way. Assyria it is. Yeah, Assyria is just insane. I watched your Napoleon video as well, Raccoon. You were front of mind when I saw those Napoleon changes come through. I knew you'd be keen on those. He's good fun, isn't he? They would probably need to do a full rework on the modern age unless they fully expect it to be a full race. Yeah, I think the modern age being the way it is kind of... I don't know what the multiplayer community's opinion is, but it feels like the best one, the best implementation of a late game for multiplayer, surely. Assyria is not the strongest. Persia, Mississippi are better. Mississippi I can understand. They are insane. But I always, like when Assyria came out, I thought they would sort of be dethroned. I don't know, like they're unique cavalry, right? How could you possibly... Like I know Burning Arrows are insane, like love Burning Arrows. Favorite unit in the game by far, they're so good. but better than the cavalry things. I can't remember their name, but better than those. I don't know. That seems crazy to me. So I didn't see this discovery. My screen name on Twitch is basically the same as it is. It's just Daily Civ 7 news right now. Although that might change. Been considering changing it actually. I think the days of daily news are past. Also, wow, Second Wonder. Not a very good one, but still. Well, it's good. It's a good early game. Sorry, yeah, so previous game finished. Oh, hey, sorry, first message, hello, Renog Shooter. Stream looks good, send it to some friends already. Let's link on Discord. And thank you for the follow, Go Pack Go, good to have you. Anyway, yeah, this is try number 2. So yeah, we finished the first game. Bottom right there, you'll see we got turn 33 was our best. That was on our first try. And yeah, I think really the bottleneck ended up being science. I think we never got to the point where we were one teching even like the second or third tier of techs. So I think there's a lot of opportunity there for optimizing. I don't know about Kachakuti. Again, Queen of War bias, right? But I feel like Queen of War into Japan might be better. Anyway, yes, this is attempt number 2. The first run was really to sort of suss out the Qajar and see how they fared compared to Japan. And I would say they did pretty good. Yeah, sub 30 was the goal, just because that was the record of the Discord, essentially. Yanea in the chat here got turn 30, which I was very impressed with. And as I said, I was kind of thinking about it like all week. I've not been... God, this is so hard. Like, I should really pay attention more. I'm just like making the worst moves, probably. I should have probably purchased my first settler. I don't know if I had the gold. Okay, Assyria needs cavalry to take so long. Agreed. That is the one weakness, right? So is that what usually happens? People, if you do pick Assyria, will just rush you early, and you kind of don't have. You're kind of a vanilla civ until you get to your cavalry, I guess. 3, 4, 5. I think this is. Will this anger Taruga? I forget. Is it 5 or 6 tiles? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to leave that. Someone in the chat can very quickly tell me, I'm sure. I think the city-state is on one of these tiles. Yeah, let me know. Is it 5 or 6 tiles you can settle next to a city-state? What do we got? Persia with 3 strength with Armenia. I assume you mean Amina. That's funny. 5 in desert, 2 war sports. Yeah, that's so funny to me that Persia's like a top tier in multiplayer. When like no one would say that in single player. It's interesting. Probably because early game rushes on the AI are just that much harder. Anyway. I'm 2 games in, but that's what I've seen. Yeah. Okay, no one is able to answer me fast enough, so I'm going to settle here. I'm not risking it. It's not really that big of a deal. Anyway, we'll move over this way. Pretty decent city. I assume I still have to go Abbasids as well for Expo. Should we just go straight for the old district? Probably. Although I should actually complete this. It's probably worth it. Finish this off first. Yeah. and then we'll see what we got here. This is vegetated quarters and wonders, so as long as it's in the action somewhere, we can get it next to this one. So this looks like an excellent spot. They have good cards. I think it's 5 spaces, but I frequently screw that up, right? Like, the only reason I'm hesitating, like, I could have swore it was 5 spaces, but then I think the other day I did that and they got angry at me. So now I've got it in my head that it's 6. But that also just could be completely wrong. Now, do we go... I just realized this city kind of sucks because there's one vegetated. Yeah, maybe this wasn't it. Well, it's still a good town. Do I go straight for this wonder? I think I do, you know. It's not that far away. Oh, but look, yeah, there's definitely the city-state there. Oh, that's annoying. They're hostile too. I might have to take them out. The military victory path in Civ 7 would make for a better multiplayer experience. Civ 6, it was a slog. Trying to get other capitals, sometimes use handshake and the match. I mean, I guess, yeah, because you can win the military victory and everyone can still keep playing, so it's got that advantage going for it. There's wine over here as well, and like settling wine is so good. Maybe I will settle right here. I would have to... do I settle here? And then I split this wonder in 2? I could do that. I need to bring I need to get a unit with this as well. It's a bit scuffed, but I'm gonna do it. It's not bad. This will be my second proper city, I'd say. This scout is just like, this is not where you want to be scouting at all, really. Oh, I'd say that. There's a thing over there. Alright. I need to befriend Taruga as well. Can't forget. Spain is amazing in PvP, Second Age. I can't ever recall picking them in PvE. You've inspired me to try the same challenge. Oh, good. Excellent. No, I didn't. You can probably go back and look, I guess, but it's pretty standard, like, you know, deity, standard speed. Gosh, you know, now that I think about it, I don't think I did Long Ages. Maybe I'll restart this game, actually. I think I did standard ages. I usually do long ages. What are your guys' thoughts on that, by the way? And should I have sacrificed this scout just to note? I kind of knew this was already here. That was pretty dumb, right? This is a good start, though. And I'm going to move away from that. I think it's probably better value over here, scouting. Yeah, it's just like standard settings, really. Dude, long ages, Spaceman? Absolutely. Like, White Nerdy has try as he may to convince me that abbreviated ages is the way to go. I'm sorry, like there's no way. There's no way I could ever play that. I turn off age progression from a bunch of stuff. Say, oh, I'll draw the line at that. I just put, you know, chuck on long ages and everything else just flows right into place, I think. This is pretty messy. Anyway, we weren't going to get too deep into this game, really. I might call it there. We're swiftly approaching when I would usually stop. But yeah, guys, you know, I've got a lot to think about. This is good. I love challenges like this. You know, it gets me thinking. When I'm not playing Civ, I'm thinking about it. Yeah. All right. Well, this is great. Thank you for the chat. This was a very active chat tonight. This is really good. Appreciate you all having here. I think there's a lot of new faces as well. So, thanks for rocking up. Thanks for hanging out. And thank you very much to Paladin for becoming a member. That was great. Yeah, very good. Okay. But yeah, to certainly like everyone in the chat, give it a crack. Post your best runs in the Discord if you want to join that. You'll have to look in the link somewhere. It'll be there. I don't have any of those fancy chat commands set up, so I can't link it very easily, but not hard to find if you want to. But yeah, sub 30. That's the goal, and I think it's definitely doable. we're going to be going Meiji Japan this time. We'll still try to get Abbasids, and we've got, you know, enough camels to do that quite easily, I'd say. Although we'd be close to, we'd be pretty close to Armenia. Amina, that is. Anyway, yeah, thanks for stopping in, everyone. Almost died right at the end there. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Really appreciate it. So thanks, everyone. Have a good one.